Hey, how's it going, everyone? In this video today, I'm going to demonstrate how to use lookalike audiences in your ads when you're making ads. You might not know what a lookalike audience is, or most people won't know what a lookalike audience is. To explain what they are and how they work, I sort of have to explain a little bit about Facebook's algorithms and like what sort of information and that they store on you. Every Facebook user has 200. Well, some people say 200, some people say 300, some people say 1,000, but we'll stick with 200. Facebook has 200 data points connected to each person's profile. So, what a data point is, just one data point, for example, is every single website you've ever visited while your Facebook page has been open. Facebook tracks that, logs it, stores it. Another one's all your credit card history. Credit card companies have been selling your credit card history forever, and Facebook's got it all, so you can income target people. Another data point is all your demographics, all your age, your your age, I don't know, your everything, all your demographics. Another one is every comment you've ever written on Facebook, every page you've liked, every picture you've posted, every status you've ever written, every status you've ever liked, everything you've ever been tagged in, pretty much anything you've done on your internet, on your computer or your phone ever. Facebook knows about it, even if you've written it in a text, a private Facebook message. You would have written 3 years ago to one of your friends in a private message something about a pink concert or something like that. Facebook knows that, has logged it under you having some sort of interest in Pink, the singer, and I wouldn't be surprised if one day you see an ad with a Pink tickets and shit like that. So everything you've ever done on your computer is just tracked 100%. It's been like that for years. Google's been doing it for fucking 10 years. Facebook has only been doing it for only the last couple of years. It's really gone into detail, but theirs is a lot more detail than what Google has on you, because you give them all your detail. You tell them, you put every bit of detail in the fucking about me on your Facebook page. So it's all there. Facebook tracks it and they store it, and I use it to target you with ads. So it's perfect if you're running a small business. But so what lookalike audiences are is when you have to have your pixel set up on your website, or just set up on your Facebook in general. But what happens is, say I've got a website and it looks like, we'll have a look. I'll show you. This is one of my websites. See up here, you can tell that I've got the pixel on it and it's all going reasonably well. Facebook has now logged my details of coming onto this site. So the 200 data points that are connected to me, Facebook's now logged them. And every time someone comes on this same website, Facebook logs all their data points as well. So once I get maybe a couple hundred or 1,000 visitors to my website over the month, Facebook's logged everyone's data points, and then they go through and they see how many of those data points are similar. So out of those 200 data points, out of those 1,000 people, 50 or 60 data points might be exactly the same or similar. So then what you do is you make a custom audience out of all the people that have visited your website, and then you can make a lookalike audience out of those people. So, and what that does is Facebook takes those 1,000 people and goes and finds similar people with the same data points as those 1,000 people, if that makes sense. it makes sense in my head, but it might not to someone who doesn't know much about Facebook ads and stuff. So if it doesn't, just leave a comment in below somewhere, and I'll try and clear it up. But that's sort of the best way I can explain it. So if you get a couple thousand people to a website, and 100 of the data points are similar, then you tell Facebook to find more people with those 100 data points, and it's just a lot easier to target people using a Facebook ad instead of trying to do interest targeting or age targeting or demographic targeting. You can just target by those data points. It's much more effective, and it ends up being a lot cheaper to find the right audience, because Facebook just does it all for you. So I'll show you how to make those lookalike audiences now. They're very easy. It's similar to how we made custom audiences the other week. If you remember watching that, if you haven't watched that, I'll show you very basically what we're going to do. You just go into your audiences, and you come down here, and first you have to make a custom audience. I'll see if this is one of the custom audiences. I will make a new custom audience. So just make a custom audience. Our website traffic. So I'll make it from that this pixel here, the pixel that's on this website. I'll make it out of that one. So I just got to find that pixel which is not on that ad account. I'll go to this one. So each ad account has a pixel allocated to it. This ad account is for the pixel that's on this website. So I will I've already got a few lookalike audiences. I used them a fair bit before, so I'll just make another one as an example. So first we're going to create a custom audience of website traffic, and you can target a certain page, like same as custom audience. If I wanted to target just the people who have been to this page instead of one of the other pages, I just copy the URL and just smash that in there. We'll make it, I think these ones only go up to 180 days. Make it last 180 days. If you're doing a specific, a certain page, make sure it goes all. If it's just one, then it's not too bad, but just make sure you've got the right one up there, right picked. You could, if you want it to be very targeted, make sure it's all. So you might go people who have visited that page, but then exclude another page or something like that. We won't go too much into that today. So we'll just do that one page, and we'll just name it custom audience, electric grills. Usually whack the days in there. That's pretty much it. So you create the audience. So that's just a custom audience, very similar to the ones we did the other day. If you watch that, so I think you can just go create a lookalike audience out of there, but I don't usually use that. So and then it just comes up the top here, and then you can just go create lookalike audience. We'll use Australia as just an example. So what's the one I just made up? Custom audience electric grills. So fuck off. Custom electric grills. So you go down and find the custom audience that you just made. There it is there. Australia. And you just go 1%, or you could go 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, all the way up to 10. You can make so that's 1% of the population. So 1% is the most targeted. Like that would be the most. How do I explain it? It will be the most people that match the most data points, I suppose. And then once you start getting to 2, the interest will start expanding a little bit, if that makes sense. Like that won't be as targeted. There might not be as many people interested in your product as the 1%. So if you go all the way up to 5, then obviously it's a bigger audience, but they're all not going to be as interested as these people here. So I always just do, I think I've only ever done 1 or 2%. That's worked pretty good. And then you create audience. That's pretty much it. Wait for it to populate like all these, and then you just go in and create an ad like we did in all the other ones. And then we just go over the ads manager as normal, create an ad. For this example, we'll just use an engagement ad. So I haven't really gone through the conversion ads or anything yet. I'll go through a conversion ad in another video because that's a whole different thing. So just engagement, name it whatever you want. Lookalike. And this is where your lookalike audiences will be here. One I just created. So be. Oh, it's not ready yet. So it would be. They take a couple of hours before they're ready. So don't start using them before they're ready. So when that's ready, then you can start creating these ads. But that's just how you do it. And then you'd go through and fill out all your other stuff. I wouldn't worry too much about. I would do English there. Do your age groups because you don't want to be targeting people outside the age groups that you're after. I wouldn't worry at all about detailed targeting when you're using a lookalike audience because it's already done, and it's done a lot better than what an interest targeting can do. You can edit your placements, your budget, your set time, everything else stays the same. And then you just create your ad as normal, like all the other posts I've showed you. So I won't go through all that before again, but it's all similar. So with the lookalike audiences, you can start creating lookalike audiences from as little as 20 people. I think a custom audience can be made out of. But if you're getting 100 or 200 visitors to your website, 300 to your website a month or a week or whatever, you can start making lookalike audiences straight away. Obviously, more people, the better, because then you've got more data to go off, or Facebook's got more data to go off. They know who's your ideal customer, and then they can start targeting those. The best thing you could do is once you start getting some purchases and all that's tracked through your website, through a Shopify store or whatever website you might be using, making lookalike audiences off purchases are the best because those people already have demonstrated that they're willing to buy, that they're willing to spend money online, and their data points are going to be a lot different than people that just visit websites and don't buy anything ever. So if you can make a lookalike audience out of 200 or 300 purchases, then you're just sitting on a gold mine. You make lookalike audiences out of that, and then use those with a conversion ad, and make purchases as the conversion that you're after. That's it's gold. So I haven't really touched on conversion ads. I haven't touched on conversion ads at all lately. In one of my other later videos, I'll show you how to set up a conversion ad. And with a lookalike audience as well, I suppose, so because that's the best way to do it. So that's it for this video, guys. If something doesn't make sense, it's probably a lot of it might not make sense straight away. It took me a bit to get my head around it, and it was just a matter of just running ads and seeing what worked and seeing what didn't work, and then sort of just working it out. So if it didn't make sense and you need a bit of help clarifying some of what I said, just shoot me a message or something. I'll do my best to clear it up. So anyway, if you know anyone that's got a website and is getting regular visits to a website, this lookalike audience would be perfect for them to start targeting more people for a lot cheaper price. So if you know anyone, share this video with them. And then until then, I'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.